Hello there, it's Danny Bowers again. This time I'm going to read you a real prison poem. This is one of a series I wrote about people that I'd met in prison, but let's just call them characters rather than actual individuals because they can all be duplicated. I won't give you the name of the person that was in mind when I wrote it. I've called it the Wide-Eyed Wanderer. This is a guy that used to sell his food for drugs, and so then he'd come to people like me and ask for food, which of course I would, if I had, I'd give him. It's easy to say that if I hadn't given him the food, he wouldn't have been able to sell his food for drugs, but I can promise you he would have just starved. He shouldn't have been in prison. He should have been in some institution somewhere. Basically out of his brain most of the time, incapable of looking after himself, incapable of cleaning a cell or doing any work or anything like that. I make reference here to the linoleum-lined landings and the labyrinth. For me, there are other poems I've written where I've used linoleum-lined landings, which I think is self-evident. The labyrinth, when I use the word labyrinth, I mean prison, because that's what it's like. This was written at High Point North, and it was fairly early after I'd arrived there. Okay, the Wide-Eyed Wanderer. The wide-eyed wanderer walks the linoleum-lined landings, smiling, searching for someone or something among the cells of the solitary souls, all seeking some small salvation. Tall, thin, his black face exaggerating his whites of eyes, white teeth and bright white smile, pulling prison shirt above his waist, boldly bearing his black belly button, he acknowledges those who he knows and ignores those that do not know him. Healthcare in the morning, healthcare at noon, healthcare in the evening. Healthcare mistrusts this man needing much medical attention, pent up in his own polymorphous prison. Never unhappy, never glad, never snappy, just slightly mad, mostly massively medicated. A remarkably model prisoner, a replica of rehabilitation gone wrong. As all other inmates will do, one day he will leave this place by one means or another, probably to walk the streets of cities starved of sanity, past humble homes devoid of humanity. Such is the success of our society. Achievement through synthetic substance. Freedom found, he will forge his future. Pharmacies will perceive his precious payments. A career path painted in primary colours. Total taxpayer trauma. Difficult to define his daily duties or the community in which you live. Difficult to see how it will end except by a recidivist's return to the linoleum lanes of the labyrinth. The lanes along which harmlessly he'll wend his woeful way, greeting officers, inmates and staff. So this is prison, produced by the people, for the people. Democracy demonized, a shameful, shoddy sham of justice. Thank you.